Hi and welcome back to my channel. So I'm excited today because today I'm going to be talking about ways to find joy in your everyday life. Not quite sure why I was just singing that, other than I guess it's all about finding joy. So I want to encourage each of you to find joy in your everyday life. And I'm encouraging you. I don't care what's going on. No, I do care. But no matter what's going on in your life, I need you to find joy in something, some way, some shape, or form. So joy is what makes life beautiful. It's what gets us through challenges and allows light in to illuminate the shadows. Joy heals our wounds, inspires us to greatness, and it fills our souls with goodness. So here's some ways that you can find that joy in your life. And excuse me. I'm so sorry, y'all. I still have a slight drainage with my allergies. So, number one, play like a kid. So that means go to the park, go to an amusement park, and get on all the rides and have fun. I can't remember. My daughter's 29 now, but not too long ago, every year faithfully, we got season passes to Six Flags, and I had to get on every ride with her, even the roller coasters. And yes, I screamed my head off, but you know what? At the end of the day, it was so much fun. You got to learn to play like a kid. Like, even if you don't have any little people or any kids at all, go to an amusement park, get on the rides, get you some. Now you have to get funnel cake. You can't go to amusement park and not get funnel cake. Get you some funnel cake, a candy apple, a slushy, cotton candy, all that good stuff. Play like a kid, and I promise you, you will find so much joy in that. Number two, always be sure to count your blessings. I cannot stress this enough. No matter how big or small they are, you've got to learn to count your blessings. And I'm going to let you in on a little secret. Last week, last year, I booked a cruise for a good friend and co-worker. And I still had two people that unfortunately paid their money late, so it was hard trying to get them on this cruise. But when I was able to call and I asked the person that was helping me at Carnival, I said, look, I have two people that I desperately need to get on this ship. I know it's sold out, but is there any way underneath my block of rooms that I can get them on this ship? And she said, well, let me look. So she checked one room. She said, no, that's just, it only holds two people. I said, well, can you check this other room? She said, oh, you know what, you're in luck, because that room will hold four people, and there was only two in it. And the beauty of it is their aunt and niece anyway. Y'all, let me tell you something. Talk about counting your blessings. I almost dropped my phone. I screamed so loud because I was so freaking excited. I count my blessings every day. I don't care. Now, that was a big one. That was a big one. But no matter how big or small, count your blessings. I'm trying to tell you, it doesn't get any better than that. Number three, spend time with your family. And I can't stress this enough. Spend time with your family. I'm telling you guys, people are leaving this earth left and right. I am a huge, huge fan of spending time with family. So, it doesn't have to be every day. It can just be once a month. But when you get the opportunity to spend time with your family, do that, because you find joy. I don't know about you all, but last summer I went to my family reunion. But prior to that, I hadn't been in 2 years, just because, our family reunion was in the same place in Lansing, Michigan. And, it's like, well, there's nothing really to do there. I love seeing my family, don't get me wrong, because I don't get to see them every day. But for 2 years straight, I just didn't go. But when I went last year, you all would never know how much joy I got out of going. And I'll say this. It was also joyous because unbeknownst to me, I didn't know that when I saw one of my aunts last August at the reunion, that by December, she would be dead and gone. I didn't know that, and I'm trying to tell you something. I would have been just sick to my stomach had I not gone to the reunion last year and missed on the opportunity of being able to see her one more time. So I cannot stress this enough, you guys. You have to spend time with your family as much as possible. Number four, start to travel or travel more. You don't have to spend a lot of time, and I'm sorry, you don't have to spend a lot of money on traveling. You can take road trips to avoid paying for plane tickets, but just travel. Get a map and just say, I think I want to go to this place right here. Now, I don't know where that is, but wherever it is on your map, just, you don't have to know anybody there. Just say, guess what? I'm gonna load up the car with my suitcase, my bag, whatever you pack your stuff in, and just take a weekend and just go. I am in Maryland, about 45 minutes outside of Baltimore. I can jump in my car. I can drive up to Ocean City. I can drive up to Pennsylvania, to Hershey Park if I want to. I can drive to Virginia Beach. I can drive to, where else? I'm pretty sure there's someplace, St. Michael's. But the thing is just to get out, travel more. And like I said, I love the idea because I know people that have done that, just found some random place and decided, hey, I'm going to go travel, because it's just great to get out and see the world. So, and like I said, if you're already traveling, if you're one of those people that takes the traditional, let me put my pen down, I'm sorry, the traditional one vacation a year, why not say, you know what, this year I'm going to do something different. I'm going to take 2 big vacations, or I'm going to take 3. And if you want to be risque, take 4 or 5 or even more. Or if you want to stick to that one big vacation, that is fine. Do that. But I would suggest that you, maybe once a quarter, take a mini vacation. And you know what? I got to lock that in for myself, because I get so busy. Yes, I love my YouTube channel. I love you guys. I love coming up with content for my videos. But sometimes between working my business, doing videos for YouTube, I get lost, you know what I'm saying? And time just gets away from me, and I go, wow, the year's almost over and I didn't go anywhere this year. So I'm going to make it a practice myself, like I said, once a quarter. So I didn't, well, I did, yes, I did, I'm sorry. So the first quarter of the year, my big trip was to Cancun. Now, it wasn't long, but you know what? It was Thursday through Sunday, and it was wonderful. So that was the first quarter. I went to Cancun. So in this second quarter, which is what, March, April, May. So, and I just had a birthday last week, but because I'm busy, couldn't go anywhere. So between now and the end of May, I'm gonna have to find some place to go, even if it's just an overnight bed and breakfast kind of thing, but just to get out and go. So number 5, read a good book and just lose yourself in it. Just have you ever done that, where you just read a good book and you just lose yourself in this book? You just get so caught up in this book. It can be horror, it can be a romance, it can be sci-fi. It doesn't matter what it is, but get you a good book and just lose yourself in it. Become one of the characters in this book. Now I'm gonna tell you what books are good for that. Pretty much anything written by Stephen King. When I read his stuff, for some reason, as I'm reading, because I'm reading it, there's no pictures obviously, but as I'm reading Stephen King's stories, I put myself in that story mentally, so I can actually see the things that I'm reading. So if the paragraph talks about Barry is running down this dark, deserted road, crossing over the railroad tracks, I can actually, in my mind's eye, I can see this deserted road with faint street lamps on, and running over the train track, and maybe I can hear the train off into the distance. Okay, let me stop before I write a whole new story. But you get what I'm saying. Read a good book and just lose yourself in it. Number 6, laugh and smile no matter how you feel. I'm going to tell you something. Just because I laugh and smile, it doesn't always mean that everything is going great. It doesn't even mean that I feel good, because sometimes I don't. The majority of the times I do. The majority of the times, I would say 95% of the time, when you see me smiling and laughing, it's genuine. But then there's that small 5% of the time where I don't feel well. I really don't, but I'm going to smile anyway. You know why? Because when I smile, it brings joy to me and it makes me feel better. Now, I may be miserable later on that night when it's time to go to bed, but that's okay. For me, I don't feel like I need to subject the people around me to my feeling bad. You know what I'm saying? You ever have that time where you are just on a cloud 9, you feel great, everything is going great, and then you encounter someone in your presence who just brings your energy down because they don't feel good. Life is crappy, and you feel that. And we feed off the energy of other people. That's why you always got to be careful about who you have in your inner circle. And y'all know I talk about that quite a bit. So I try to smile and laugh no matter how I feel. Like I said, you would never, ever, ever know it, because I choose to put on that smile even when I don't feel like it. Because guess what? You never know how it makes somebody else's day. Number 7, compliment total strangers for no reason. Have you ever been out and about, and ladies, and you see a woman with these cute pair of shoes on, and you say, "Oh, girl, those shoes sure are cute." You never know how that one comment may have made that woman feel. You never know. Because I know I've experienced it when I'm out and about and someone says, "Oh, I love that bag that you have," or "I love that outfit," or "I love that," whatever it is. And you're like, "Oh, wow, you know what?" And you just find yourself smiling for no reason. So just compliment strangers for no reason at all. Number 8, volunteer every now and then. Now, I don't know about you, but volunteering is always a wonderful thing. It makes you happy. And you know what? Now that I think back to it, when my sister and I gave leadership to the kitchen ministry at our church, and we did this for about a good 4 or 5 years. I thought I was just stepping in to help out until the person that was doing it came back from summer vacation. Well, they never came back. Well, they finally did, but they didn't want to give leadership anymore. And that was fine, because by then we were already, invested into doing this thing. And it was fun at first, but it was a lot of work. It was a lot of work, because we would spend part of Friday evening and all day Saturday preparing food to have breakfast on Sunday morning. So when it was my time to grocery shop, I had to buy everything on the list. When it was my sister's time, she had to buy everything on the list. And that meant that you had to, purchase, like I had to purchase the sausage. And we had 4 boxes of pork sausage patties, 4 boxes of turkey. Mr. Chuck cooked the bacon. So I know it took him a while to cook all that bacon. My mom would do the ham for us. And sometimes my sister would do the ham as well. But this went on for a long time. So over time, it became tiresome. And so many times we wanted to quit. But my sister and I would say no, because there's so many people that appreciate what we do. And I tell you something, when you're just dog tired and people come through the line ordering their breakfast and they say, "I appreciate all that you do," that just makes me feel so good. And that made me say, okay, you know what? I can run on and continue with this race, because what I do makes other people happy. It brings them joy. Yes, I'm tired. Yes, my feet hurt. When we had big events, like if it was a Red Letter Sunday and we did the cake and punch and all of that, and, put together the fruit and the vegetable trays, it was a lot of work. But we did it. And the people loved it, and they always thanked us for it. So it's great to volunteer every now and then, because that was not a paid gig. Let me tell y'all something. That was not a paid gig at all. But we did it for the Lord. We did it for God's people. And it was just a blessing. Number 9, set goals and achieve them. Now, y'all know, I'm looking around because I had, here it is. Wait a minute. One second, y'all. When it says set goals and achieve them, now y'all know I have my vision book. I know y'all can get tired of looking at this, but that's all right. This is why I have my vision book, because I set goals. This book is full of the goals that I've set for myself for 2017. And I love when I can go through here and highlight and write an end date next to the goals that I've set for myself. And just earlier, last week, as I was getting my nails done, or actually I was in the chair getting my feet done at the time, and my feet were soaking in that nice sudsy hot water. And I had my vision book with me, and I was able to go through and write down some things that I had accomplished. Things that I'd accomplished that for whatever reason, that didn't make it into this book. And I was able to write them down and write an end date to it. I'm trying to tell y'all, it's a wonderful, wonderful feeling. So set goals and achieve them, because that brings you a lot of joy. And number 10, get rid of old stuff so you can make room for new things. Now, when I say get rid of old stuff, I think y'all know what I mean. I mean, you need to get rid of some junk and clutter in your house. You might need to get rid of that old clunker that you've been putting a whole lot of money into to keep running. And sometimes you guys, you got to get rid of the people in your inner circle because their expiration date has come and gone. That's a decision that you're gonna have to make, but it's something to think about when you're getting rid of old things. Think about everything, especially your inner circle. And heck, you might want to even start there. So let's run through that real quick. Number 1, play like a kid. Number 2, always be sure to count your blessings. Number 3, spend time with your family. Number 4, travel or travel more. Number 5, read a good book and just lose yourself in it. Number 6, smile and laugh and smile no matter how you're feeling. Number 7, compliment total strangers. Number 8, volunteer. Number 9, set goals. And number 10, get rid of old stuff. Now, y'all know I like to give out bonuses. So here's your bonus number 1. Eat a cupcake or a piece of cake. Then you might be thinking, Michelle, I'm trying to get my summer body together. Honey, let me tell you something. There is nothing like eating a good piece of cake or a cupcake. If you don't find joy in that, something's wrong with you, because I sure find joy when I eat into a nice cupcake. And your second bonus. This is your second bonus, but to be honest with you, I should have started this video off with this. Surrender everything to God. And let me say that again. Surrender everything to God. I didn't say surrender a few things. I didn't say surrender some things. I didn't say surrender miniature things, small problems. I said surrender everything to God. And I promise you, beyond a shadow of a doubt, you will find joy if you just surrender it all to God. I get up every morning and I say my prayers before my feet hit that floor. And I always say, Lord, this is your day. Today is your day. Every day is your day. But Lord, I'm surrendering everything to you that's outside of my control. I don't worry about walking around stressing over things that I can't fix or control. I surrender it all to God and I move on with my day, because I know He's going to handle it. I know He's going to speak to me to tell me what it is that I need to do to take care of whatever that situation may be. So I can't stress this enough. You've got to surrender everything to God. Let Him have His way, so that way your day can be a lot less stressful. So that's all I have for you today with this coaching video. I want to say thank you so much to my newest subscribers. And for those of you that continue to support me, I say thank you as well. I love you all to the moon and back. And y'all know that, because as I always say, I don't use that term love just, willy-nilly, if you will. When I say it, I truly mean it. So until our next coaching video, I want you all to have a wonderful rest of the day and enjoy the rest of your week, and learn to find ways to have joy in your everyday life. Start today. Don't wait till tomorrow. Start today. As soon as you hit that stop button when the video is over, find joy in doing something. And if you don't mind, I want to encourage you to drop me a comment below and let me know what it is that you did that brought joy into your life. So until we meet again, I love you guys. Take care.